How is it going, my heroes, my villains, and everyone in between? Sean Ross here, and welcome back, guys, to another live reaction to My Hero Academia. Strap yourselves in because our roller coaster ride of emotions is far from over. We are on manga chapter number 236, and the title of this week's chapter is Tenko Shimura Origin, Part 2.
Tenko Shimura.
What is Jin? But wait! There's more!
Round 2. Fight!
Looks like our game's getting a continue.
Bring it on, Horikoshi. Bring it on. I have been looking forward to this chapter all week long, and I can't wait to see where Horikoshi plans to take us and what he plans on showing us, because last week's chapter was amazing. A great origin chapter, one of the best chapters of this arc, and it allowed us to dive into the childhood of young Tenko, getting to see him growing up in the household that his father Kotaro built, and how oppressive it was, how Kotaro's abandonment issues, thanks to Nana, affected his relationship with his entire family, but mostly with young Tenko. And it all came to a head in last week's chapter when we saw his father just slap young Tenko for seeing the picture of Nana, and it ended off with everyone going back into the house, young Tenko crying outside, holding onto his dog, good boy Mon, and then what looked like his quirk about to manifest as he just has all of that hatred boiling inside of him.
Use your aggressive feelings, boy. Let the hate flow through you.
Oh boy, it's gonna get dark. It's going to get tragic, and I cannot wait. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's dive right into manga chapter number 236 and let the tragedy commence.
Fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering.
Fatality!
Nani?
Wow.
No, God!
Right off the bat, Horikoshi, we are kicking things off with the death of the dog.
No, God, please, no!
Damn.
No!
Yeah, we are picking up right where last chapter ended. His quirk activates. You see the decay cracks spreading over the dog, and then just blood bursting from those cracks. And that is a lot of blood. Damn, Horikoshi, you are not skipping out on the details at all. This is the first page of this chapter. This is setting the tone right off the bat. If this is what we are seeing and getting with the death of the dog, with blood, guts, and dog pieces falling down to the ground, I can only imagine what we're going to get with the rest of the family this chapter.
Revelry in the dark.
At the worst possible time, in the worst possible way, his quirk cruelly awakens. And cruelly awakened it has. Tenko right now has no idea that this is his quirk manifesting, I bet. Right now, the only thing going on in his mind is like, why is this happening to my dog? He's just holding on to his dog and watching it die in his arms, and he can't do anything about it. That is messed up, Horikoshi. Damn. You just see the shocked look coming over Tenko's face, seeing the blood and guts falling down to the ground. He's like, what's going on right now? Mon-chan. Lying down next to him is, and you just see right next to Tenko, the pool of blood with pieces of Mon floating in it.
What the fuck?
Wow! We have a zoomed in panel shot showing it from Tenko's point of view looking down and seeing Mon's head floating in the blood.
Now that's fucked up.
This is going to be a dark chapter. Damn, Horikoshi.
Revelry in the dark.
R.I.P. to Mon, though. He's our first casualty. He was a good boy. He did not deserve this death, but he was a good boy until the very end.
Another one bites the dust.
But I really want to know how Tenko's processing this right now, because he's probably trying to fit in his mind how this just happened. We got heavy breathing sound effects, huffing and puffing. He's probably about to have a panic attack. Tenko. Oh no.
Oh no! Oh no!
Hana, 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 Hana. If only you knew what you were walking into right now. Once she sees the pool of blood and then the dog remains in it, she's gonna freak the hell out. This is just going to make a bad situation even worse. And Tenko right now, I think in his mind, he's like, I can't explain this. I didn't do this. I didn't mean to do this. I don't want to get in any more trouble than I already am in. Oh boy. Tenko, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. She's coming out to apologize, isn't she? Even though I was the one who said it was our secret. I'm sorry. She is apologizing for ratting him out, for blaming it all on him. I'm glad she's doing this, but it's too late at this point. It's not gonna matter. And Tenko, just tears streaming down his face, screaming, loud breathing noises. Hana, Manchan's, my voice won't. He can't even speak.
English, motherfucker! Do you speak it?
The words aren't even coming out. He is so distraught right now, he can't even tell Hana to stop or to explain himself. And Hana is noticing him freaking out and is like, what's the matter? And she starts to run over.
Look away, child. Look away!
Yeah, she just freaks the hell out. She is screaming at the top of her lungs, looking down at their dead dog.
Run.
And she just turns around. She is booking it back to the house. It's game over. Tenko is about to freak out even more, and he's going to try to stop Hana.
Get over here!
Yeah, that is exactly what he's doing. He is grabbing the back of Hana's shirt. Hana just died. First it was Mon, now Hana.
She's dead. And it's your fault, man!
She was the cute one, man, the impossibly cute one, and now she's gone! You killed her, man! Wrong, wrong!
I didn't mean it. Really?
And the worst part of it is, Tenko doesn't even realize it's because he is touching her. He doesn't realize he's got the bad touch. The fact that he just touched her, he just accidentally killed his sister. And it's just gonna, the spiral effect. This is what's gonna make it go from bad to worse. Because they heard Hana scream, everyone else is gonna run outside, and they're going to witness Hana crumble before their eyes.
You smart. You very smart.
Damn. But before Tenko grabbed a hold of Hana, you see him holding out his hand, telling her not to leave. My voice won't work. Itchy. Hana-chan, I'm itchy. You came to apologize, right? Hey. And you got more heavy breathing. Then this time, you have to protect me. Help me. Wow, that's so sad. He needed his big sister in this moment. He knew how much trouble he was going to get in. He knew how pissed their dad was going to be. And he needed her in this moment. He knew. It's like, I'm done for. I need you to protect me in this moment. Help me, as he's grabbing a hold of her. Little does he know, he's killing Hana in the process. Yeah, you just see the decay marks crawling up her face as you see tears welling up in her eyes. She's done. She is decaying. She is dying.
Another one bites the dust.
I thought we were being attacked by a terrible villain. I thought both Manchan and Hana crumbled away because of the villain. Yo, look at the artwork on this page right here. This looks awesome. I love the frantic sketchwork that it conveys. Like the way that Shigaraki Young Tenko looks with his hair standing up, him just grabbing a hold of his head as he's just screaming at the top of his lungs, watching his sister crumbling right before his eyes. Damn, this looks really good. And what's even worse is that he honestly thought it was a villain doing all this, not him. He had no idea. Damn. Whoa, wait a minute. Hey! Tenko just scratched his eye.
You wanna know how I got these scars?
So it wasn't any of his family members that scarred his right eye. it was self-inflicted from him frantically clawing and scratching at his head. That's what caused the scar. I wonder if that's how he also got the scar on his lip too. But as he's just frantically clawing at his face, Tenko just vomits all over the floor. At that time, I still had no idea. No, that's not true.
George.
And when he put his hands down on the ground, it's decaying the ground as well. Eek! So we have someone screaming.
Hello there.
And now his mom and grandparents have come out and they saw what happened to Hana. And if you look at Shigaraki, you can see his hair starting to turn white. This situation, with the stress, how scared he is, it's causing a change in his hair. It's turning white. And he's just looking at his parents and grandparents like, help me out, help me. And his mom is just shocked watching this. Thinking back on it now, I probably already understood even back then. And Shigaraki places his hand back down on the ground.
George.
Wow, you just see a shockwave of decay just spreading through the ground, heading towards his mother and grandparents. Dad he just knows. He knows how hard it is to be a hero. Why did they defend my father? Why did they only ever say, don't cry, to me? I can't take it anymore. And the decay spreads towards his mom. It was a small but steady accumulation. I hate everyone.
I hate them.
The hate is swelling in you now.
And you just see the tears streaming down his face, and the decay is now going up his mother's leg. And his mom, as she is decaying away, shouts Tenko, and she runs towards him. As she is breaking apart, the mother instincts kicked in.
Damn!
Even in death, goes rushing in to save her son. That's awesome to see. But even with that, before she can even embrace Tenko, her body just breaks apart. And you see her hair, her hands, and just blood flying everywhere amongst the debris. Back then, I love the artwork right here. I love seeing the gradual white going into Tenko's hair as he's slowly transforming into Tomura Shigaraki. And then you just have the mother's hand almost like embracing him in that panel. She's gone, but even in death, she is still embracing him. And even the grandparents, they just got dusted off to the side. Wow, we didn't even get a moment with them. Right away, Grandma and Grandpa just got disintegrated right after the mom disintegrated. And then we have the father hearing the commotion, leaving his study, going down the stairs, out the door, and then seeing just a crater in his yard.
I killed them. I killed them all. They're dead. Every single one of them.
Dude. Panel shots of Hana's remains, Tenko's mother's remains, and then Grandma and Grandpa's remains. And then within the destroyed crater, young Tenko crying and bawling his eyes out. And Kotaro seeing this, and he is shook down to his core. Please, live a happy life full of smiles from now on. And he's thinking back to the final words of Nana within that letter. Live a happy life full of smiles from now on. That's not happening with what is currently transpiring. Oh my god, and Tenko still freaking out, clawing and scratching at his face and neck. Even though he is scared and he hates his dad, he is calling out for him in this moment. Dad, 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 I'm sorry. He knows. He's like, I did not mean to do this. Please forgive me. But I don't know if the dad can. And as he is trying to get his dad to save him, more decay spreads out amongst the yard, destroying more and more of it. And he's still reaching out for his dad to help him. Dad! Ah! And his dad falls back as the debris in the yard is falling apart.
Oh no!
Yo. The gardening tool. He is about to grab the gardening tool, and he's going to try to kill Tenko, isn't he? We saw that back, I believe, in chapter 222, very briefly, but then also in last chapter. We saw that in the yard.
Oh, thanks, Freddy, foreshadowing.
He grabs a hold of it. Tenko reaching a hand out, Dad! And he's not even hesitating. He's going in to just whip that across his face. He hit him with the tool, and Kotaro still looks shocked. Stop it, Tenko. And there's the shot. That's the shot we had a few chapters back with the teasing of Shigaraki's flashback. The hand reaching out towards Tenko, telling him to stop. But after he got hit, he just darts a look at his father, and you could see the anger just in his eye alone. Back then, Yo, he is speed blitzing right now. He just launched himself from where he was, and he's got rage. He is primal screaming. With a purposeful killing intent, I touched my father.
Raising.
And he just touched him right on his face. And he just slammed Kotaro down to the ground and just lunged right on top of his father. Die. Die.
Good.
Yeah, he's not scared of what's happening right now. He is actually trying to kill his father in this moment. Everyone else he accidentally did, but it looks like once Kotaro smacked him with that tool, it triggered something in Tenko to where rage just took over. And he's like, okay, I'm getting back at you for everything you have put me through. And the fact that he's shouting, die, die. Man, the artwork is great this chapter. And I'm also getting heavy Tokyo Ghoul vibes just with the art style alone this chapter. And I love the fact that I am getting that feeling. It is just really cool. And the most pleasant feeling spread through my body. Yo!
Behold.
Look at this page right here! Yo! Damn! Horikoshi is going in this chapter. The art is great. He's showing a lot of the chaos and mayhem. Like, he is not holding back at all. But this page right here, the look in Tenko's eyes, that smile on his face reminds me of the chapter Interview with Midoriya, Deku and Shigaraki when they had their talk. I'm getting the same vibes from this page panel right here. This right here, Tenko Shimura ceased to exist. This right here is the birth of Tomura Shigaraki.
Your hate has made you powerful.
And we see Kotaro's face being the first thing to decay away, and the decay power is even spreading to the house right behind them. The house is crumbling down to the ground. Tenko just destroyed the house his father built. Oh, I like that. It's like nice symbolism right there. That the structure that loomed over Tenko that made his life a living hell, it's been destroyed. It's no more.
Another one bites the dust.
Somewhere deep within my heart, I had always wished something like this would happen. The itch finally went away. Yo. That panel right there. Shigaraki looks like a demon amongst the smoke and debris. This isn't Tenko anymore. Tenko is gone. Enter Tomura Shigaraki. And that face he is wearing, It's the same expression he had back in 227 when he awakened his quirk. You got the saliva and all. He's going full stain face right now. He looks like a badass right here. And you can see that his hair has almost gone full white at this point. He's almost gone full Kaneki. And I noticed that throughout this chapter. It was gradually getting more white and the black was fading away. I like that added touch. Man, Horikoshi really did make this feel like a Tokyo Ghoul-like chapter for me, and I love that aspect of this. And thus began the decay. End of chapter 236. Damn! This was a good chapter. This was an amazing chapter right here. I asked for it at the end of my last chapter reaction for Horikoshi to bring it. He brought it in spades. The art this chapter was amazing, and the fact he did not shy away from any of the gruesome, bloody, just people decaying. Watching his family members just decay right in front of him, we got to see all of it. But now what I'm thinking about is how is the anime going to animate all this? What's going to be censored? How much will they be able to show? Damn, this was a good chapter. This was a phenomenal chapter. Combine this with last week's chapter, best chapters of the arc. But for me, these might be some of my favorite chapters within all of MHA. It was just from beginning to end, just one tragedy after another. We finally got to see the tragic backstory of Tenko Shimura, of Tomura Shigaraki. But now I'm really curious to see what's going to happen next chapter. Are we going to get a part 3 to this flashback? Because there is still some time in between this moment right here until he kind of snaps out of this, starts wandering the streets, asking people for help, and then runs into All For One in that alley. So are we going to see more of that? Or with next chapter, are we done with the flashbacks? And are we finally going to dive into the fight we all have been waiting for between Gigantomachia and Redestro? I hope that's the case, but I'm very happy with this detour that we went on. I was not expecting these past 2 chapters to be Tenko Shimura origin-centric, but Horikoshi, you went dark this chapter. These might be the darkest chapters. This one in particular might be one of the darkest chapters we've had within My Hero in general. But I'm happy to see him go this far with it, which can only spell good things for stuff later on down the road to see what else Horikoshi can bring to this series. So, with that, guys, that right there is my live reaction to chapter 236 of My Hero Academia. But now, I definitely want to hear your guys' thoughts on the events of this chapter. And just like last week, I feel like there was a lot to talk about and to discuss with everything that went down. This was a dark chapter, darker than most for My Hero Academia. But what do you guys think of the chapter overall? And what do you guys think of getting to see Tenko Shimura just slowly slipping into this madness, getting to see each family member meeting their demise, and just seeing Tenko slip into that madness, get comfortable with it, and then embrace it and enjoy killing his father in the end? Leave your thoughts down in the comments below, and feel free to subscribe to the channel, guys, and click that bell icon. That way you guys can be alerted for every new MHA reaction. But if you guys want to talk about other things or maybe about this chapter outside of YouTube, feel free to follow me over on Twitter. A link to my Twitter account can be found in the description down below. But that's going to do it from here, guys. So until next week, when we have chapter 237 of My Hero Academia, I'll talk to you guys next time. But remember, go beyond plus ultra.